Hi Aquarius, welcome, thanks for joining me. So this will be the weekly love reading for the sign of Aquarius. Also welcome cross watchers, sun, moon, rising, Venus, ascendant signs. Okay, so what are the love messages for Aquarius? Okay. Ooh, whoa. Okay, there's a lot coming out. Sorry about the noise, guys. It is so noisy around here. People. Okay, so you could be dealing with a fire sign. Okay, we've got Aries there, the Emperor. Quite a strong figure, you know, a strong male figure. Very stern, very masculine. He's all about the power and the control and, you know, stability and, you know, order. He's about order. Yeah, an entrepreneur, a business person. So you could be dealing with an Aries. Yeah, could be in charge of your own business. Okay, death card for Scorpio. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Bear with me a sec. Okay, so it looks like something's come to some sort of painful ending, or some sort of cycle has come to an ending. Got the moon. Someone could be resisting change or afraid of change or commitment. Yeah, someone could be afraid of commitment here. Or there could be in another commitment. Bit of deception going on. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Then we've got Cancer, Pisces energy there. Okay. Any more on this moon and this Hierophant? Any more on this moon and Hierophant? Oh yes, it could be a third party situation. Someone could be going backwards and forwards to a third party commitment, a third party situation. Someone could be a player, unfaithful, non-committal. Someone could have betrayed someone here. There's definitely some sort of deception going on here. Okay. Some sort of heartbreak going on. Some sort of loss. Painful ending, painful cycle. Okay. Could be a home environment. You know, if you're in a commitment in a home environment and someone around you who's got a problem with a dad figure, maybe they're very traditional and they've got religious views and they're very old-fashioned and controlling. Because this is about a dad figure, a strong male figure, you know, that is in control of everything and finances and, you know, home environment person. And around the Hierophant and the Three of Swords. Oh. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of third party situation going on here, some sort of deception. 2 threes, yeah. There's some sort of going backwards and forwards energy, yeah? In and out, backwards and forwards. But maybe you don't want a player, because this is Taurus energy, this is earth energy. Maybe you don't want a player, maybe you want someone who is serious and dedicated and more committed, you know, more serious. Someone could be quite guarded as well, maybe it's you. Maybe you've got Aries in your chart, maybe you know, the fire sign traits. Maybe you are protecting your heart, you've got your guard up. He doesn't really show any emotion, he's quite guarded, quite a strong character, right? So, you know, maybe you've had enough of someone being a player and unfaithful, and yeah, there's definitely deception, backwards and forwards energy. With this Ten of Swords, it looks like something here, some sort of cycle's come to a painful ending. Someone could have found out a painful lesson, a painful truth that's been revealed here, yeah. Maybe somebody's trying to get away from a controlling fire sign or another commitment or a third party situation. They're figuring out a way, a strategy, resources to get away from a third party situation, to end it, look. Yeah? Oh yeah, third party situation. Could be going on in a workplace as well. Deception and betrayal going on in a workplace, between mates. There could be manipulating going on, people deceiving you, thinking that they're your friend and they're not. So as I said, there could be workplace deception going on here. Yeah, but this could be you. Maybe you know, you've got principles, you've got morals, you know, you want to do the right thing here. Maybe if someone's betrayed someone else and, you know, you have been told to keep quiet, you know, you don't want to grass someone up or something like that. This is definitely some sort of workplace deception. Plus your person could be around an earth sign. This is earth energy. Yeah, someone's afraid to speak their truth about something, to reveal a secret. Maybe someone's afraid that there's going to be pain or more pain. This is your energy. So if it's a workplace, there could be deception going on in a workplace. Or your person could be around a water sign that's deceptive, third party situation. Yeah? Wow. Someone here definitely is quite arrogant. I picked that up with the Emperor. He's very about the ego and never admits when he's in the wrong. You know, someone here always has to be right. They always have to win. There's no equal here. Yeah. So this Five of Swords, like I said, maybe somebody here needs to cut their losses, surrender, walk away from something such as a third party. Could be you. Maybe you want to walk away. Yeah. I'm picking up a very arrogant energy here. Something to do with that Emperor. There's a controlling Aries, a controlling fire sign around someone in a home environment or a work environment. And, you know, again, deception, where someone always has to have the last word. Someone always has to be right. So sorry about the noise. Honestly, they've got no consideration around here. It's really bad. Okay. Any more about this Five of Swords? Any more on this Five of Swords? Yeah, Eight of Swords. Someone here could be their own worst enemy. Sort of a mental block going on, some sort of in their head, sort of, you know, tragedy. You know, so with this Eight of Swords, there's a lot of swords here, so someone's very conflicted. Yeah, could be you, or it could be your person feeling stuck. They don't know how to make a decision, backwards and forwards, trying to gather their resources. Definitely around a controlling fire sign there, and just feeling trapped and restricted and unhappy. They've definitely gone through some sort of betrayal, some sort of heartbreak, some sort of painful revelation, some sort of truth, dark and stormy times, some sort of darkness, you know, or they're afraid to reveal a truth or to speak up about something because my throat chakra just blocked off there, you know. And as I said, you know, just around toxic people and negative people, and it's like someone's afraid to see something. They're afraid, look, to face the truth, you know. Something's too painful for them to see. That's why they've got a blindfold on, you know. They're afraid to see something here. Yeah. Very conflicted, you know, very sort of stuck in their own head, a lot of illusion, a lot of deception, you know. Maybe they're afraid to leave a third party situation. Yeah. I definitely feel someone here has got their guard up. That's what I feel. Especially with this Emperor. As I said, he doesn't show emotion. You know, he doesn't show love or emotion. He's a very strong, masculine character, you know, and hard and, you know, just guarded. Yeah. So with this Page of Swords, you could have someone watching you on social media. You know, you could have people in a workplace gossiping about you. You know, he's an intriguer, he's a spy. Could be third party situation where someone's watching your every move or watching their every move, you know. But also this is about making a conscious decision, you know, finding direction, letting your guard down. Maybe someone's afraid to let their guard down. Maybe they fear that you've got someone else, that you've walked away. You know, you've ended this cycle. You've gone through transformation, transition, you know. And around this Page of Swords. And on this Page of Swords. It's like they're watching and anticipating. Yeah, but I feel that somebody won't let their guard down. Somebody won't, you know, cut their losses. They're stubborn, quite a stubborn, egotistical person here. Any more, please, on this Page of Swords? Oh, okay. Okay, so we've got the Lovers, Knight of Cups. So it does look like somebody wants to come towards you. You could be dealing with a water sign, a Pisces. But I feel that they're juggling more than one person at the moment. There's challenges going on. The Lovers here, this could be a twin flame soulmate dynamic. Maybe somebody's coming back here who is more mature, more committal. Okay, so you could have a romantic love offer opportunity coming towards you, you know, an arrival, a meeting, coming to sort things out, finally making a decision, a conscious decision, you know. This is about choices as well and decision making. So maybe they're finally going to end this toxic third party situation and come towards you with their cup of love. You could have a new person coming in, you know, a Pisces or a Gemini coming towards you. They've been watching you, you know, but they haven't made their move because they thought that you was in another commitment. Maybe this person's better suited for you. Maybe they're more committal, more mature. He's very dreamy. He likes traveling, very romantic. So someone is going to be entering your life here, such as a water sign. Someone who's full of passion, affection, you know, intimacy. Could be someone that you've known for a while. Yeah. He's just full of passion and love and affection and very dreamy. I definitely feel that someone is coming in here with a love offer, a solid love offer, a strong commitment energy. That's what I feel. This energy here is quite, you know, committed to you. So it could be someone you've known for a long time. There's definitely communication coming in here from a water sign with this Eight of Wands, even if it's a tiny bit of communication. It could be a past person coming back, you know, or maybe this person's finally ended things with this toxic fire sign. They're gonna, you know, cut their losses, walk away, end this bad, painful cycle, you know, or you're gonna put it behind you. You know, you don't want to live a lie anymore. You don't want to be sort of in denial anymore. You know, it could all be the same person. They've matured, they're coming back, you know, and they really want to sort of build and manifest with you. And, you know, if it is a twin flame soulmate dynamic connection, yeah, but they're just finding a strategy, you know, making a decision and, you know, a conscious decision, you know, the correct judgment call to let their guard down and come in with their sort of truth. And, you know, they're definitely dealing with a water sign because you've got the King of Cups here. You know, it could be quite emotionally distant, withdrawn, hide their feelings a lot, could be driven by desires, quite stubborn. But whether it's an old person or a new person, you know, so you've got all Knight of Cups coming towards you. I call this the arrows of love. Okay, this is the arrows of love here coming towards you. Okay, Cupid's arrows. So there's a tiny bit of communication coming in here. Somebody wants to compromise with you, sort things out, balance things out with you, you know. So there's a romantic, kind gestured romantic knight coming in here with this Knight of Cups. You know, he's a bit unpredictable, very dreamy, drunk on love. He'll just pop up, you know, likes to travel, like a knight in shining armor sort of person. So I do believe that they're, you know, the direction that they're going in is towards you. So whether it's a new person or an old person, yeah, it's very much up to you, you know, who you want to go with, that sort of thing. Old person, new person, whether it's a romantic nature, whether it's a home environment, work environment, yeah. Just do what's right for you and, you know, follow your heart and, you know, see where you go from there, yeah. Just don't be in a situation where you feel trapped, you know, and, you know, seize the day, seize the moment, you know, and any opportunity that feels right to you, you know, that, and someone is 100% committed and not unfaithful and not deceptive and honest and kind. And, you know, the Knight of Cups is kind. He's, you know, he's got a lot of love in him, you know, a lot of affection, you know, and he's very attentive. And so like I said, you know, creative ideas here. the correct way to come towards you, to approach you, you know, and overcoming any heartbreak and pain and putting that behind you. And you know, don't feed into the fear and the ego and the fear because of my throat chakra just closed off there. You know, they really want to compromise here. Look, where you're both equals, you know, where things are fair on both sides, both counterparts, and release, you know, like I said, fear, but come to a peaceful resolution. Yeah, but you know, whatever you decide, that's completely up your decision, choice and free will. Okay, just follow your heart. Okay, your gut instincts, your heart. What does your heart say? You know, yeah. All right, Virgo. So obviously that was a general, a bit of everything sort of thing. Obviously take what resonates to your situation. Okay. If you're new, give me a like, give me a subscribe, join my channel, and yeah, I'll see you again soon with some more general readings. Take care, peace be with you, blessings.